Hello friends, in the last video we saw that how the images are formed using the convex lens and concave lens. Today we will see the lens formula. Okay, see here we have a one diagram. In that we have a convex lens. An object AB is placed at a distance u, and I took one ray that is coming from the point A, that is parallel to the principal axis, and after refraction it passes from the focus, okay, and goes like this. Another ray I took that directly incident at point O, optical center of the lens, and it goes without any deviation. These two rays meets at a point A prime, and took another ray that is parallel to, that is along the principal axis, and here the B dash, another point. So A dash B dash is the image formed. The object is kept at a distance u and its image is formed at a distance v. Okay, just see in this figure the object is kept between 2f and infinity and the image is formed between f and 2f. So the image is diminished, okay, slightly smaller than that of the object. AB is the object and A dash B dash or A prime B prime is the image. So object distance is u. Object is kept at a distance u from the lens. Since the lens is very thin, so instead of taking the distance from the first surface of the lens, I took the distances from the midpoint, okay, this line. So u is the distance of object, v is the distance of image. Here the image is formed at a distance v from the lens, and f, you know, the distance of the focus from the lens is called focal length. So we have to derive the lens formula. This formula you have studied in class 10th also, but the derivation you will see in this class 12th, and this derivation is very important. Okay, so here just see ABO and A prime B prime O, you can say A dash B dash O. These two triangles, just like these two triangles are like this. Okay, this angle will be equal. You know, these two angles are vertically opposite angle, and AB object is kept on this principal axis and it makes a 90 degree. Similarly, the image A prime B prime, it makes 90 degree with the optical axis. So these two, the right angle triangles, and these two angles are equal. So we can say these two triangles ABO and A prime B prime O are similar triangle. Clear? So we will use this concept here to see triangle ABO and triangle A prime B prime O. Angle AOB is equal to angle A prime OB prime. Clear? And angle that is vertical opposite angle. You know, though these two angles are always be equal. If clear, then angle ABO is equal to angle A dash B dash O, A prime B prime O, that is right angle. So hence we can say triangle ABO is similar to triangle A prime B prime O. Now you know the similarity properties. So here we can write the ratio of corresponding sides are equal. Here the ratio of side AB to A prime B prime, this will be equal to OB to that of OB prime. So this we get the equation number 1. Clear? See once again, the rays are coming from this object. Okay, so I took two rays. One ray is parallel to principal axis, one ray is incident at O, and the image is formed A prime B prime. So I took, for derivation, I took two triangles ABO and O A prime B prime. Okay, and it is clear that these two triangles are similar triangles, and using the properties of similar triangle, you know, the properties of similar triangle means the corresponding sides ratios are equal. So we are taking this one side is corresponding to this side and this side is corresponding to this side. So their ratios are equal. Clear? Now just see a line which is parallel to principal axis, that when it meet on the lanes point. So I took one point M. Just see the OM is exactly equal to AB. Okay. Now second I will take OM F and A prime B prime F, these two triangles. Okay. Now just see two triangles. Triangle OMF and A prime B prime F. In a triangle OMF and triangle A prime B prime F. Once again, these two angles are vertically opposite angle and this is 90 degree. Okay, so we can say angle OFM is equal to angle A prime O A prime F B prime. These two are equal, that is vertical, right? These two angles are vertically opposite angles. And just see OM is perpendicular. Angle, this OM is perpendicular to this, so we can say the angle FOM, this will be equal to A prime B prime F. Okay, here these two angles are perpendicular, right angle, so we can say right angles, right? Hence these two triangles are also similar. Triangle OMF is similar to triangle A prime B prime F, and also the ratios of the corresponding sides will be equal. So we will take OM ratio to A prime B prime. These two ratio will be exactly equal to OF upon B prime F. Okay, but you know OM is equal to AB because AM is parallel. AM line is parallel to the principal axis. So OM is equal to AB. Hence, we can replace OM by AB. So we'll get AB upon A prime B prime is equal to OF. This is the equation number 2. See equation number 1 and equation number 2. Okay, LHS of mean the left hand side of both the equations are same, AB upon A dash B dash. Here also AB upon A dash B dash. So we can take the right side also equal from equation 1 and 2. OB upon OB dash OF upon B dash F. These two will also be equal. Okay. Now just see FB dash B dash F. This distance we can write OB dash minus OF here. B prime F or B dash F, we can write this distance is equal to OB dash minus OF. Put this value here. OB dash OF divided by this. Now we shall put the values of all these distances using the proper sign convention. Okay, so what is the proper sign convention? This I am just, this you have written. What is the proper sign convention? See, according to the concept, proper sign convention is that whatever the distance is left side from this optical center, that will be considered negative, and the distances which are kept right side to that optical center, that will be considered positive. Okay, now objects which are up, okay, which are above this O line, this optical axis, situated above the optical axis, it will be considered positive, and the things which are below this, that will be considered negative, just like the coordinate geometry. Okay, so we will use this sign convention to find the distances. Here you just see, children, OB is situated left side, so that will be considered U will be negative. Okay, U is negative. Here just see, F is right side, so we will take F is positive. Here the V is right side, we will take V as a positive. So we will put all the values with the proper sign convention. So this sign convention you have to use always when we are dealing with the Lenz formula. Okay, so putting the values with the sign convention, So OB, we have a U, but it is left side, so we will put minus U there. OB dash right side, so we will take plus V there. Okay, OF, that is also right side, put F there. OB dash once again V, and OF is once again F. Clear? So just simplify this, take a cross multiplication, simplify this part, open the bracket, we will get minus UV plus UF. But 2 minus on the product, it become plus VF. Clear? Now take these two quantity one side and this another side. Okay, so take this to the left side and come to this to the. Now dividing by UVF on both sides, what shall you get? UF divided by UVF minus VF divided by UVF is equal to UV divided by UVF. So what shall you get? Just see here, UU and FF will cancel out, so you get 1 by V here. Here VV and FF will cancel out, you get 1 by U here, and here UU and VV will cancel out, you get 1 by F here. So this is the Lenz formula that we have used, this formula in the Lenz-Makers formula also. Okay, you remembered in Lenz-Makers formula we got a relation 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to refractive index of the Lenz material 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So we use this formula, 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F, we took from this formula itself, and I mentioned in that video also. So that formula we derived today. Clear? So this formula is same whether the lens is convex lens or whether the lens is concave lens, whether the images are real or virtual. Okay, the formula will be same. So if the object is between O and F, okay, so you know children, there will be a virtual image is formed due to the convex lens, and when you are taking the concave lens, so wherever the object is kept, always you will see the virtual image for that, and you always find this formula. Clear? Now we will see one more thing along with that, the power of the lens. So what is the power of the lens? Say when you put any specs on to correct your myopia or hypermetropia, so you have a particular type of glass you are wearing, that is the convex lens or concave lens, and that it is suggested that you have to take this much power of the lens. Okay, means when we are using a concave lens, so its power will be negative. So generally the powers of the concave lens when the students are wearing the specs, that is negative, and its power will be minus 0.25 diopter, minus 0.5, minus 7.5, minus 0.75, 1.25, 1.5, like that only. Okay, similarly when we are using a convex lens, okay, to see the objects using the specs, so its power is positive. So what is this power? Power of the lens is very simple. Okay, its definition is to just resolve the object. Okay, but main thing is the formula. The power of the lens is nothing but it is the reciprocal of focal length, and remember it should be in meter. It should be expressed in meter. Okay, so F is expressed in meter, so power is 1 upon F. Okay, its unit is called diopter. Okay, diopter. So if I am taking one example, suppose that the focal length of a convex lens is 25 centimeter. So what will be the power? So first you need to convert this into meter. So F is 25 centimeter. So it's, when you convert this into meter, it will be like this, 25 by 100, this much is meter. So power is equal to 1 by F. Now 100 by 25. So its power is 4 diopter. 4 diopter. So this is about the power. So today you learned two things. One is the lens formula and second is the power. So in this chapter only one thing left that we will discuss in the next video, and that is the combination of two lens. Okay, this is also very important. So that is included just 2-3 years back in the CBSE syllabus. Earlier it was not there. So that we'll have to study. And after that we will discuss about the some optical instrument like a telescope, microscope, etc. Clear? So keep learning. All the best. Thank you.